Good morning and welcome to the Worship Center. It feels so good to be back together again. I hope everyone's been able to be outside during this nice week with the warm weather, and I trust you've been able to be out and enjoying all the fresh air. Let's just get ready for our story and just kind of get quiet, and let's just sing our song together. It reminds us that it's time for the story. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. This is the desert box. Inside is just a small piece of the desert. There are so many important things that happen in the desert. We just have to have a small piece of it in our room. The desert is a strange and wild place. At night it's really cold, but in the daytime it's burning hot. There's hardly no water at all. The desert is always changing. The wind comes, and as it blows, it molds and shapes. The desert is never the same. Once Abram and Sarai lived in the beautiful city of Haran. The one true God loved Abram and Sarai. One day, God said to them, "Move from your home. I will give you a new home and a new land. It's all right to go. I will be with you. I will bless you, and I will make you a blessing." Abram and Sarai looked across the desert. It would be very sad to leave their home and their friends. They wondered, would it be safe? Would God be with them? Abram and Sarai went. They came to a place called Shechem. They trusted the one true God to show them the way. God had been with them in Haran, but would he be with them here too? God said to them, Look at all this land. I will give this land to your children." Abram and Sarai were so happy that God was with them. They couldn't help but give their praise to God. So they built a special place. They built an altar. And prayed their thanks to God. Then they moved to a place near Bethel. And God was there too. Abram and Sarai were so happy that God was with them. They couldn't help but give their thanks to God. So they built an altar. And prayed their thanks. Then there came a great famine, and there wasn't enough food for them to eat. They were very hungry. So they went to Egypt Abram was scared. Abram was scared of the people of Egypt. He forgot that God promised to be with them. But God did not forget. God kept his promise to keep Abram and Sarai safe. The Egyptians were good to Abram and Sarai. They gave them food and animals. Abram and Sarai moved back to Canaan, the land that God had promised to them, to a place called Hebron. Abram and Sarai wondered if God would be here too. God had been with them in Haran, in Shechem, near Bethel, and in Egypt. Would he be in Haran as well? Then God said to them, I will give you many children to live in this land. Abram and Sarai were so happy they couldn't help but give their praise to God. So they built a special place. They built an altar to give their thanks to God. Now Abram and Sarai knew that the one true God who spoke to them had shown them the way. And was in every place and in every time, just as God had promised. I wonder how Abram and Sarai felt when they were told to move from their land. I wonder how they felt going where they really didn't know where they were going. I wonder if you have ever gone somewhere where you didn't know, a place that was really different. I wonder how Abram and Sarai felt as they went through the desert. I wonder, as we go from place to place, I wonder, do we feel God with us? I wonder how many places that God can be. I'm going to light the Christ candle now before I read the passage from the Bible. This reminds us that God is always with us. The Bible passage today comes from the book of Genesis, chapter 12, verses 1 to 4. The Lord said to Abram, "Leave your country, your relatives, and your father's home, and go to the land that I'm going to show you. I will give you many descendants, and they will become a great nation. I will bless you and make your name famous, so that you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you, and through you I will bless all the nations." When Abram was 75 years old, he started out from Haran, as the Lord had told him to do. before I turn the candle out, let's sing our parting song together. Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the love of God surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go. So I'm going to change the light to remind us that God can be with us everywhere we may go. Now I wish you well this week. Bless you as you continue on with all your homework and your school, and I trust you'll have a really good week.